Hey my lovelies, and welcome back to my channel and happy New Year's Eve. Today is New Year's Eve. It's also the day that I'm filming. It's also the same day that I'm filming. And I thought it would be fun to do a little bit of a different video. I hope you didn't hear that sound because people are throwing fireworks in the middle of the day already right outside of my apartment. So I hope it doesn't get picked up too much by the microphone. But because it's the last day of the year, because we're gonna end this with a video, I wanted to do a little bit of something different, and that is actually to showcase all of the family trees that I have been creating off camera in the Sims tree to showcase where we've started when I restarted my channel and where we are currently with these families. So first of all, Not So Berry, which is a huge staple family on my channel. I haven't added this image here. I still need to figure out what the right image is, but it will be coming. But basically, this is the family tree as you know it at the moment. There's one difference that you didn't know, and that is actually Emma's updated picture. But these will also be all added to the videos of these series. So whenever I have a series for Not So Berry, Whimsy Stores, or Not So Human, I will link the family tree in the video description. So you lovelies can always check up on the family tree, always find out like the different Sims and more about more about themselves, their different things. So we're gonna start with Pepper. I still need to add our pet. I don't have a picture of him, to be honest, but she does have her beautiful picture as an elder, although on their avatars you can also see her young adult as we knew and loved her. She is still alive, don't worry. But she's of course an elder now. She's a person, she's a female. We have all her traits here, and I also added if there's an extra trait, which we either bought or if it's an inherited trait, inherited. I added her aspirations, her current life stage, her profession, and at what level she is, her sexuality, and then talents and weaknesses. I've done this for all Sims. For the Sims that we've known from baby onwards, I've actually added like at what life stage they had, or what trait they had at an infant life stage, the toddler life stage, and then as well their infant quirks and their toddler quirks. That was the word I was looking for. So a lot of different things. So Opal actually, we have the parents added here. I do need to add Ruby in here as well. But we have the parents. We don't have the profession yet because she's a toddler. We have sexuality, and here we see like a reward traits. Talents, weaknesses we don't have, but we do know their infant quirks. And toddler quirks, she actually, while I was playing off camera with her to do a little bit of machinima before season 3 starts, she got the lost water toddler quirk. But this is all at the moment. It's Rory still engaged to Gina. Miguel is currently actually an adult together with Haley, but that's something that will be shown in the cinema episode as well. Emma is now a teen. So this is Emma as a preteen, and I feel like she looks so much like Haley, to be honest. I cannot put them side by side, but these two, like if you look at the pictures here, they look so much like each other. And what I'm going to be doing for going down generations is I will be making smaller family trees to add like their family tree. So for Julian, for example, I've added Walter and Maeve, so we can actually see the grandparents of Opal, but we don't have it on the huge family tree to make this a little bit more visible. So Rory and Gina, if they have kids, I will add their kids here, and then from there on, I will maybe make a separate family tree so we can follow their family tree, but we don't have to like see it in like a huge overview. Makoa, I've also added a separate family tree, and this is actually for Dwayne and Nani. So Josephine has aged up into a kid, and Hannah has aged up into a kid. Duretzi is still a kid, but she will be a teenager soon. So I have had it added here their family tree, so we can follow this family tree as well. But again, don't have it in the huge family tree, as this is basically for him separately. I've also added Liliana, as she was of course his wife, like he is a widower, So it does stay widower as well. So we do have a little bit more of like all of the family trees. So you lovelies can always check this out. And basically it's so nice to see like where we started. We're currently on Gen 3. You can also follow the blue line to see who is the heir and who we're following. But we started with Pepper. We started with her as this who was trying to find love, who was struggling so much with actually finding love, who found Makoa as we knew and loved him, but he died. So he died, she brought him to life, and that's what resulted in Mikael, Haley, and Emma. But of course, from our senior politician technician, we had Ruby and Rory, and Ruby has started her own family with Julian. Although Opal was not planned, I do think she loves Opal in her own ability. Rory has now been starting his own family. He's engaged to Gina. In the Machinima episode, I will give a small hint. You will see him starting his own family, but I'm not going to say like how big his family will be or how it's going to end up. But he will be starting his own family, and also Miguel, Haley, and Emma are slowly starting to live their own lives. So this is something that it's so nice to see like how this family is developing, coming from just one sim. Then for Whimsy Stories, it's a little bit of a different family tree. I just completely lost the word. Whimsy Stories, we started with Isabel, and Isabel, of course, is now, I think she's an adult. Yeah, she should be an adult at this point in time. For them, I've also been adding pictures. I want to do this with all of the family members on all the trees. Small pictures of screenshots that I've taken or screenshots that I created for the thumbnails, and I just want to make like these cute pictures so we can see them and see how their lives were. We do have like the same here, all of the things. And I actually added here, which I'm also going to keep adding on to all of the Sims, is a small little description of their life, how they were before we met them, or certain things that happened while we knew them. And here we see like they're currently engaged, but if you've been watching the series, you know that in the next episode, which is coming out on Friday, they will finally be married after, I think it's at this point 18 episodes that we've known Dakota. It's about 18 or 17 episodes. So after like such a long time, they are finally gonna get married and they are finally gonna have their dream a boho wedding. We also have Reina and Walter on here. I was debating on putting them in a separate family tree, but even though they are not officially adopted, I do feel that these two, like, I did list their official mom as their parent, but I do feel that Reina and Walter, they are Isabel and Dakota's kids. They are their foster kids and they should be added to the family tree. So I added them here instead. With them, I'm gonna do the same. I'm gonna make a separate family tree. But for me, it was a little bit different with Dwayne and Nani because this is already a huge family tree. And it's from a whole different relationship. It's from Liliana's relationship and not from Dakota and Isabel. So I wanted to keep like the kids coming from the relationship. I wanted to keep it in that relationship. And if it's from a separate relationship, I will put it in a separate tree unless there's like a blood relative. So that's also how I'm going to build this up. There is the fourth child of Isabel and Dakota, Aspen. I haven't added her yet because I wanted to take a picture of her as an infant. And I already update? Yeah, I did already update Oak and Willow's avatar. So you also will see them like with their different avatars. I love that she still has the same sweater as from when she was an infant. But each of these Sims will have like from the point that they're an infant up until the point that they are an elder. They will have their avatars if we have known them from infant onwards. So this is something that I want to keep doing so we can also see how they grow up and how they age and how they change throughout their lifetime. But there's still some things that I want to add. I want to add, for example, some of their likes or dislikes. That's something that I'm thinking about adding, or maybe some other things. So if there's anything that you lovelies want me to add, let me know in the comments down below and I can definitely add it. And then the final family tree that I have been loving to create. I still need to update Luke, but this is my not so human family tree. It's small. It's very small. And it does have its own, like, trees within trees. Because if you've seen the last episode on Sunday, there is a little bit of a spoiler, so I won't click this one so I don't spoil you lovelies yet. But Rowan has, for example, also been added to the tree, so he has his own tree with his grandma, his parents, and Celine. And I want to like keep updating this one as well. I don't think we're going to go to 10 generations, but I do want to showcase you lovelies, like who are the parents of who, what are the relationships, so you lovelies can come here to like learn more about Celine's spellcaster's side, for example. So that she's a spellcaster or if she's a different occult, you can see it as well. You can see Nora and Luke aging up, but also if we have kids with Rowan, it will be added here. If we have kids with another occult, which is part of the rules that we have to have with 3 different occults a kid, it will all be added here. So I hope you lovelies are excited to see these family trees, and I would love to have your feedback on what you think of the trees. I would love to have your feedback on what your favorite series is so far and why it is your favorite series. So that is basically a little bit of a shorter video maybe than usual, just showcasing these family trees, how I've set them up, showcasing like a little bit of the families. If you like this type of videos, let me know in the comments down below as well. There's a lot of things I'm asking you to let me know, but I always love to hear from you lovelies. And with that, I all want to thank you for sticking by with me this past year. I know I took an 8-month break in between February and October, and I've been back since. I know I'm not always uploading regularly. This is sometimes for me being busy with having a full-time job or being sick or any other reason. But I love making content. I have so many more ideas on making content with this family, with Whimsy Stories, with Not So Human, but also with other series that I slowly want to bring to the channel if one series ends, or if you want to have an in-between time when we have to wait, for example, for a new generation. So there's a lot more things that will be coming to the channel in 2025. Again, thank you so much. I wish all of you a very happy new year, a great and amazing 2025. I hope to see you on Friday in the new year with Whimsy Stories, and let me know what you're looking forward to the most in 2025. If it's something on my channel, if it's in your personal life, if it is something on your own channel, let me know all of that. And if you're not subscribed yet and don't want to miss out on either a wholesome or chaotic video in 2025, make sure you click the little subscribe button down below, and I'll see you lovelies in the next one.